Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing another video in my astrology series. This is going to be focused around Saturn and what Saturn represents in the chart. This is correlated with my Jupiter and Saturn series that I have that I'm going to be doing. So it is very much tied to understanding what Saturn represents, and I will go into more depth with that as the videos come out for that Jupiter-Saturn series as well. So I will kind of go into the depth of those signs as we move forward. So yeah, without further ado, here comes Saturn. So Saturn is the planet of restriction. It is the planet of rules. It is the planet of law. It is the planet of the hardships in life, the lessons in life, the serious mentality. You have to get your work done. You can't cut corners with Saturn. Saturn is the planet of hard work, of success. Success that you earned efforts, rules, regulation, all of that is Saturn. And Saturn represents, like I said, law. So authority is very represented by Saturn. It represents the authority that you have really within yourself to do what you want to do, the lessons you need to learn, the pushing through the problems that you have that Saturn is in, and working through them. That's what Saturn represents. Saturn represents karma in a very physical way. It represents the physical. It represents, the physical efforts that you put in, the building, the infrastructure. Like, it represents like the very solid things, like the things that you build on. If you don't, like, it's the steps. Saturn is very much the steps, the step by step, the very logical, organized, practical kind of thing, where it's like you go through this direction, okay, it doesn't work, you get knocked down, that's Saturn. You keep trying to go in this direction, you keep getting knocked down, that's Saturn. Saturn also represents stability. It represents the thing that is like so stable that nothing can break it down, because it represents like infrastructure and building and like the what's it called, like the rock of life, I guess you could say. I don't really know what I'm saying, but like the base of life. That is what Saturn represents. It represents that like base level, that like rock that you build up, and you are able to build something very, very strong on this. And that's really important, to have stability in whatever area that is for you. It's really important to have some form of like stable something that allows you to feel safe. And Saturn is that area that you struggle with, but it's the area that you can work hard at, and once you do work hard, it'll give you the stability that you want. When you're willing to put in the work, willing to put in the effort, willing to go through the hardships, learn the lessons, Saturn will give you the stability that you've craved your entire life. And it can help you become the person that you want to be, because you're willing to face Saturn and face those lessons. And once you learn them, Saturn's like, okay, you've earned this. And then it makes it so much more worth it when you've earned what you've gotten, what you've received. Like, you've put in the effort and then you get an award or whatever, as an example. That's something that you feel grateful for, and that's Saturn telling you, hey, look, you did this, here you go. You put in the effort, you put in the hard work, you put in the time, you put in the energy, here you go. And I love Saturn. I mean, I'm a Capricorn ascendant, so of course I love Saturn. It is a difficult placement, difficult planet, but it does come with its benefits. It does come with its, it's like growth, because Saturn represents time, and it represents that slow movement of time and progression of things. And like the phrase like time heals all wounds is kind of like similar to Saturn. Like Saturn allows you to go through that pain, to know that you can heal and go through the end of it and reach the end and feel so much better because of all the stuff that you accomplished on the way. So that's Saturn. And wherever Saturn is in your chart is an area that will be a lot of hardships for you, a lot of struggles, a lot of difficulty. So it is an area that, isn't the best for a lot of people to begin with, but it does become the area that you find the most appreciation for and the most love for with Saturn and with that placement and that planet, whatever that may be. Like, you find so much value in Saturn as you get older, in your own ability in Saturn, in the planet that Saturn's placed, or in the sign that Saturn's placed, you know what I meant. And it's very, very beautiful when you see Saturn kind of grow and become what it's supposed to, like Saturn is like after you you put in all the work to build this garden, and it becomes this beautiful thing, and that is Saturn creating that for you because you put in the hard work to plant the seeds, water the seeds, take care of them, nourish them, and it became this beautiful garden. So Saturn loves you, and Saturn wants you to learn, and wants you to learn the right things and the physical, the physical lessons, and maybe the non-physical lessons too, whatever lessons Saturn represents for you specifically. So that's Saturn. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I am looking forward to starting this series on Jupiter and Saturn. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Namaste.